if you're planning on spending the evening inside, why not make up some great eats to go along with it?
Yes, it's summer entertaining. I love it. The fresh produce is out. You go to the market, everything is bright and colorful. And sometimes you just need some inspiration. So I was showing my cookbook over there from I get inspiration from them, and then other places, and always is Foodland Ontario. If you let's say you've got green beans and you don't know what to do with them, just go to foodlandontario.ca, Google it, and you can look up green beans. They'll have how to buy them, how to store them, where to find them, how to freeze them, and then recipes galore.
Okay, and you said that they kind of take what's in season and then put some recipes to go along with that.
Exactly. So this is a salad nicoise that we did. It's potatoes, all green beans, fresh herbs, red onions, eggs, delicious. You can top it off with some grilled fish, rainbow trout. And then my other thing I love to take on the grill, this is a sandwich idea for the grill, and great for barbecues or outside entertainment. You can make in advance. And it's using mushrooms and peppers and these garlic scapes. They're not scapes, they're shoots that I found. They look like green onions, but they taste like garlic. So this recipe called for green onions and garlic, so I'm just using this instead.
Okay, so a different part of the garlic stem, because I've had the scapes before.
The scapes are a little fatter and rounder. Maybe this is before. I'm not exactly sure, but I was like, I love it. So, and they're pretty, so apparently they can be also a centerpiece.
And and it's kind of an in-between, right? Between that green onion and the garlic, so perfect.
Exactly.
So we'll saute our mushrooms. So what have you done to the baguette?
Okay, so you need a French loaf or an Italian bread, and you can get the round one. Basically, you cut it in half, and then you scoop out some in the middle because you're going to stuff this sandwich with lots of goodies.
Did you do anything with the middle?
We ate it.
Okay, I knew you wouldn't have wasted it.
You can make breadcrumbs with it, or you can just eat it.
Eat it, yep.
And so that's what you do here. And then we're going to saute the way we're going to start this is mushrooms, 2 cups of mushrooms, like about half a red pepper or green pepper, and then your onion garlic combination, and I put some fresh basil in there too.
Do you notice a flavor difference between red and green peppers?
I do. They're sweeter. Green are a little bit more bitter or sour. I don't love them, so that's why this called for green. I put in red because I love red and yellow. They're sweeter and a little bit more tender too.
Okay. Do you often find, or sometimes anyway, when you're taking a recipe that you will switch things up a little bit to accommodate more, to your taste or your company's?
Always, and that's one of the great things about Foodland Ontario recipes, because you're going to get a base recipe that you know that it works. It tastes good, and if you look at it and you go, I don't love that, I can just take the same amount of something else and put it in. So it's good. They're solid recipes. Okay. So this is going to saute for about 8 minutes on high. Mushrooms are full of water, so you want to saute them on as high as you can go so the water evaporates. If you've ever cooked mushroom and they just turn into a big puddle of water, it's because you're cooking them on too low a heat. It's one of the only things that you do high heat. Everything else burns, but they won't burn on you. Okay. So fast forward, we've got our little mushroom mixture. We're going to put this on the bottom of our hollowed out loaf of bread. Does that look good? Yes. And then we're going to take just some shaved ham. Just one package. It says 175 grams, and it actually worked out perfect. That's what the size of the little package was. Okay. I buy the naturals now, or I get your butcher to shave it. Look for ones that are lower in sodium, all that good stuff.
Right, because often cold cuts can be
preservatives
with
and stuff.
You don't want, right?
So this is just some Ontario cheese. I got like a Swiss style and shredded it up. And then we're going to put a little bit of mustard on here. Dijon mustard. I think I picked all these recipes because I love Dijon mustard so much. There's Dijon in the dressing as well.
Huge fan. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. No, but you sprayed the camera. That's all good.
Camera. Sorry about that.
And then what's the green mixture?
Okay, this is pesto. So you could use fresh herbs, or you could just take some homemade pesto, because now you're going to be finding the basil everywhere at the market. So you want to buy it in bulk and turn it into something delicious and freeze it. So this is, or you could just take some fresh herbs and put it in there, but that's just going to be a little bit more yummy mixture.
You can freeze pesto?
Yeah. My mom, this is how I grew up. My mom would make her own homemade pasta, and then she'd make pesto and freeze it in ice cubes, and then we'd come home after school, make our pasta in 2 minutes, saute, and we'd have delicious.
And just throw the cube of pesto in, and it would melt
with
inside
a little
the
bit
pasta.
of cream or whatever, and yes, it was so good. Anyways,
did you grow up cooking with your mom?
No, she never let me cook because it was her kitchen, get out of the kitchen. Isn't that terrible? I think that. I didn't really even start cooking until I was 23.
But maybe that's the way to do it, because now you're one of the best cooks that we have around. Right?
Well, I definitely was exposed to delicious homemade food. But so then you're going to close this guy up. and then wrap it up in tin foil. And this is the fun part. You can throw this on the barbecue, or you can throw it in the oven, and it gets all melty and gooey and delicious. I didn't make this TV size, but basically
And you
solid because it was too much carrot.
And then here's my slice
There's
of sandwich.
your slice.
Look how good that looks.
Yeah, it gets all the flavors come together, so you could travel to your party, throw it on the barbecue, slice it up, done.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Hit of the party.
The hit of the party.
Website before we go?
Foodlandontario.ca.
Okay.
All the fun recipes are there.